Midnight deadline hit, and Canada just walked away from the table. Listen, this one working just all over, and I needed to walk you through it while it's still hot. Trade talks between the USA and Canada collapsed late Friday night, right at the edge of a midnight deadline. 50% tariffs on a wide range of Canadian goods are just kicking in. Husky steaks, building materials, liquor, clothing, rail products, rail businesses, rail workers, all couch in the middle. Here's the moment that stopped me cold. Prime Minister Mark Carney didn't wait for the deadline to pass quietly. He went public himself minutes before midnight and said he was pulling Canada's negotiators out of Washington entirely, sending them home, suspending the talks. Sit with me on that decision for a second. That's not a pause. That's a country choice to walk away rather than when sign to something it doesn't believe in. The corners of the world were sharp. He said last minute changes to the USA terms were unfair, uneconomic, and called into question whatever any deal with this administration could even be trusted going forward. And Canada is just absorbing this equality. Carney promised to match the new tariffs dollar for dollar. Real retaliation and not just words. Now is where I want you to pause with me because this detail matters more than when it sounds. This is Canada's first time at this exactly cliff edge. Just days earlier, Trump had paused with some tariffs, sitting what he called a done deal. Carney's own statement at the time was more careful, saying only that substantial progress had been made at two very different levels of confidence from two sides of the same table. Think about that gap for a second. One side already celebrating, the other side is still saying not yet. If you were negotiating something quite important and your partner kept describing the deal so different than you were, how would that make you feel? Tell me honestly, I actually wanted to know, because underneath all of this were big shift happening. Canada has spent realized 18 months deliberately building a trade relationship with the USA. New infrastructure, investment in new export markets in Europe and Asia. Carney's own statement pointed to Canada now posting some of the fastest job growing in the G7 and the foreign investment at its highest level in 2 decades. But not just posturing, that's a country actively preparing for a version of this relationship where it doesn't need to fold every single time. And it's not only the federal government pushing back. The provincial leaders in Canada have been openly correlating a hard line too, arguing that folding now would mean giving up real leverage at exactly the wrong moment. Here's my honest read on this. When a nearly century of trading relationship reaching to the point where one side walks away from the table rather than signed, but not routine friction anymore. That's a real breaking point, and it's happening in real time this weekend. I want to be fair. Both, both governments still describe this as an ongoing negotiation, not a permanent rupture. The deadline have shifted before deals ever come together at the last possible minute for the ons already this summer. This could still turn around. So tell me, if you own a country's government chose to walk away from a deal rather than accept on fair last-minute terms, would you call that strange, or would you worry about what comes next? Drop your thoughts below. I really want to know where you land on this.